Hi everybody, how you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. I am glad that we can have the opportunity to keep studying together and to keep growing together. In tonight's lesson, we're going to see how to free your life. What we need to do to free our lives. In the last two lessons, we saw that we must guard our heart from the outside world. We also saw that we need to plug our eyes and plug our ears so that we can stop evil things from entering our heart. We saw that the quality of our lives is based on the quality of our heart. Today we are going to look at on how to keep your life free from the wickedness of this world. How to keep your life free from the wickedness of this world. In Proverbs 4:23, which was the verse that we focused on last time, it says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." Tonight, we're going to focus on verse 24. Verse 24, Proverbs 4:24, it says, "Keep your mouth free of perversity, keep corrupt talk far from your lips." If we are going to guard our heart, we need to keep perversity away from our mouths and keep corrupt talk away from our lips. Our heart need to be liberated from the curse of our lips. Yes, our lips can be a curse to our lives. Our lips can be a curse to our hearts. So we need to stay away from profanity. We need to stay away from cursing. We need to stay away from all the craziness, all the ugliness that's out there. Tonight, I'm going to share three things with you. I want you to focus on three things with me. Number one, our speech can be a blessing or a curse to our lives. I'm going to repeat this again. Our speech can be a blessing or a curse to our lives. Proverbs 18:21. The tongue can bring death or life. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. Our tongues have life or death. The way we speak, how we speak, it can bring life or it can bring death. People who love to talk, people who let anything comes out of their mouths will pay the consequences of the action. When we speak, our speech doesn't just disappear. Yes, when we speak, our speech doesn't just disappear. Our speech doesn't just dissipate like smoke. You know how when smoke gets in the air, it dissipates. It goes away. But our speech is different. When we speak, our speech makes an impact. When we speak, our speech impact people's life. Our speech can either heal or hurt someone else. People can forget our faces, but they will never forget our words. Very powerful. People will forget what we look like, but they will never forget how mean we were to them. That is why we must choose our words carefully. As a child of God, we must have sound speech. Speech that heals instead of hurting someone. Anyone can distinguish a good heart from a deceitful heart from the type of words we choose to use. Our words, our speech can tell what type of heart that we have. In Titus 2 verse 8, it says, "In soundness of speech that cannot be condemned, so that those who oppose you may be ashamed because they have nothing bad to say about us." Our speech must be loving. Our speech must be kind. So people has anything to say, anything bad to say against us. Number two, Your speech can prolong or shorten your life. Our speech can prolong our life or it can cut our lives short. Proverbs 13:3. Those who control their tongue, will have a long life. Opening your mouth can ruin everything. Wow. If you can control your tongue, you will have a long life. People who cannot control their tongue, their life will be short. When we open our mouth to speak, if we're not careful, we can destroy everything. Before you open your mouth to say something, you must think of the consequences. Because everything we say, there's a consequence. Before we open our mouth to speak, we must think twice. How we speak determines our future. How we speak determines our future. If we can rule our tongue, we will save our lives. We need to rule our tongue so we can save our lives. Number 3, your speech can be your greatest enemy. Our speech can be our greatest enemy. 1 Peter 3, verse 10. For the scripture says, if you want to enjoy life and see many days, keep your tongue from speaking evil and your lips from telling lies. If we want to enjoy life, if we desire to see many good days, we need to keep our speech under control. We need to keep our tongue under control. We need to stop lying on people. Lies divide. Lies kill. We need to keep our lips far from them. Our speech can create a lot of enemies for us. That's why we must choose. That is why we must choose our words carefully. We must choose our words wisely. Our speech can destroy our lives, same way he can destroy somebody else's life. What we let enter our heart will eventually come out of our mouths and hurt our lives. The type of things we let enter our heart will eventually come out of our mouths and hurt us in the process. Our speech can be like fire. Yes, our speech can be like fire. It can burn anything that's in its path. Our speech can be like a virus. It can contaminate our whole body. It can contaminate everybody else that's near us. Our speech can spread like a virus. Contaminate anyone that come in contact with us. The only way to change our speech is to change our heart. And we can only change our heart by stopping evil things from penetrating our eyes and ears. Our heart can only transform when we let the words of God come and clean us. David says in Psalm 51 verse 1, have mercy on me, O Lord, according to your unfailing love, according to your great compassion, blot out my transgression. In verse 10, he says, create in me a pure heart and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Create in me a clean heart. Create in us a clean heart, O God, according to your mercy, according to your unfailing love. That should be our desire. We must desire a clean heart, a heart that fills with love, a heart that fills with joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. That should be the things that we have in our hearts. After all, what is life without love? What is life without love? What is life without character? What is life without character? My friends, before we do anything in life, we must build our character. Before you do anything in life, you need to build your character. Our character is like the roots of a tree. Yes, our character is like the roots of a tree. The roots of a tree must be stronger than the branches. You know why? If the roots are not stronger than the branches, when the wind comes, the tree gonna get blown away. It's the same way for us. If our character is not strong, when temptation comes, we're going to get blown away. That is why we must build our character before we start anything in life. Before we start a family, we need to work on ourselves. Before we start our career, we need to work on ourselves. Before we start a business, we need to work on our character. If not, we're going to get blown away. My friends, free your life. Free your life. That way you can live better. Free your life. That way you can make God feel good about your life or about our lives. Thank you for watching. I hope you find the lesson very effective, very helpful. Thanks again and keep coming back. God bless you.